Alright, Shalom. Before I start, we give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakurash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to all the elect Akim. Walk Wathium, learning and teaching in truth and sincerity. Alright, this is going to be another video through the Spirit. I was just doing some pondering, dealing with the fact that now that we have this truth, we know who our enemy is, and we know who our friends are, who our allies are. Alright, dealing with this Robert Lee Peterson guy, this IUSPK interview, and many other things. Basically, you have Israelites that get to a certain level in society. They've been raised up in this world, so all they know is the world. So they get to the point, oh, the white man ain't doing this to me. Oh, niggas just need to stop being lazy. Oh, you need to stop blaming the white man. The white man not keeping you down, putting you down. That's the old mentality. But really, that's not the right mind to have. All right, hey, every nation, every human being has enemies, and us, the Israelites, we are supposed to know who our enemies are, because we have some of the biggest, baddest enemies out there. But what they do at birth, they raise us up to make us believe that they are not our enemies. So when you don't have any enemies on the outside, what happens? The people that are supposed to be your friends and your allies become your enemies. All right, that's when, hey, them curses kick in. So we have to know who our true enemies are, because when you don't know who your true enemies are, everyone that is around you that is supposed to be on your side, you start to make them your enemies, whether you like it or not. That's just how the Heavenly Father programmed humanity. Humans like to go to war. Humans are violent. All right, people like to fight. People like to kill. People like to steal. People lie. So if you're not being aggressive towards the people you're supposed to be aggressive to, you're going to be aggressive towards the wrong people. And who is that? Your own nation. All right, you're going to be aggressive and hateful towards your own power, which is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, because you haven't been taught to acknowledge them. You've been taught to acknowledge Jesus. So you now see Jesus as an ally, and you see Yahweh and Yahushai as enemies. All right, hey, internal cohesion, external aggression. Our people have it opposite. I learned that term not too long ago, and I've been using it. Our people now have internal aggression and external cohesion, meaning what? We're at a variance with ourselves. We're at a variance with our own nationality and who we are supposed to follow. All right, you got so-called African Americans that hate Mexicans with a burning hatred. All right, and then you got a nigga that love white people, or a nigga a white woman lover. He'd take a big old fat sloppy bitch. Not knocking brothers for whatever nationality woman you like, but you got some of our people that actually worship these heathen. Nigga, man, if it ain't a white girl, I ain't touching it, my nigga. You feel me? All that bullshit. All right, Deuteronomy 28. We'll go to one of the curses real quick, y'all. Just to show it, that evil eye. All right, that's one of the curses. Which, what's his name? Captain Tazariak was supposed to get down way better on that dude. He was supposed to get into the scriptures and get down on that dude, but he didn't, because he doesn't. It looks like his knowledge in the scriptures is regressing, because he's too busy with his head up Johanna's butt. All right, so this is what we have now, y'all. Deuteronomy 28 and 58. It says, the tender and delicate woman among you, which would not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness, her eye shall be evil toward the husband of her bosom, and toward her son, and toward her daughter. We experience that. Our women are no longer womanly. They're no longer effeminate. They have become masculine, because they no longer see their Israelite man as a friendly. They see him as a hostile that they must protect themselves and their child from. And who do they run to? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. These are indisputable facts that Robert Lee Peterson would not have been able to deny if Tazariak was bringing them to him. All right, our women go into the child support system, go into the family court system, divorce court and whatnot, because they know that the white man is their friend, the government and the system, to persecute their own man, the man of who they are supposed to lie down and have children with. All right, this is what happens when you don't know who your true enemy is. If our people truly knew what this man intends to do to them, they wouldn't be so, they wouldn't lean upon this man so hard. They wouldn't lean upon the Egyptian. All right, verse 57. It says, and toward her young one that cometh out from between her feet, and toward her children, which she shall bear, for she shall eat them. Okay, that's dealing with going into the famines, siege, right? So I'm gonna jump back up now, Deuteronomy 28:54. It says, so that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil toward his brother, and toward the wife of his bosom, and toward the remnant of his children, which he shall lead. Who does this curse fit? Once again, our people don't know who they are. They don't know what's going on. So what do? They gangbang on each other. Man, fuck that nigga. I gotta get my shit by any means necessary. I'll send that nigga to his grave, nigga. They'll rob one of their own. They'll kill one of their own. It tells you that. It says what? The man that is tender among you. We were supposed to be tender to each other. Willing to, when you read in the law, if you had a stranger in the city, you were supposed to lodge that man for the night, and that would be a blessing unto you. But now what? You walking down the street. Hey, walk through the hood at night and see if you make it till sunrise. Just go into any hood, just go with socks, shoes, clothes, no weapons, no phone, no nothing. And watch you, man, you might not make it through them hours. Somebody gonna run up on you. All right, man, what you got on you, my nigga? Man, you lying to me, nigga? And that'll be it for you. But our people act this way. Why? Because they don't know who their true enemy is. So they have an internalized hatred for themselves, which has been taught to them by the enemy. All right, let's get another one. Let's go to Proverbs. Let's go to Proverbs 18:24. Hey, we're supposed to be good and kind to each other. All right. 18:24. It says, a man that hath friends must show himself friendly, and there is a friend that sticketh closer than a brother. All right. So us, the Israelites, we're supposed to be friendly to who? Our neighbors, to our own kind, which is what? Fellow Israelites. You shouldn't have so-called black on black crime, Latino on Latino crime, black on Latino crime, Native American on Latino, or Native American on Native American crime. You shouldn't have none of that. All right. According to our laws, we're supposed to view our own people with the utmost honor and integrity, but we've been taught otherwise now, so we don't. We treat each other like shit out here in these streets. And even in the truth, brothers, we struggle with little quarrels here and there because we ourselves are still shaking off the brainwashing of this world. We ourselves were immersed in this bullshit for so long that we be beefing over little minor bullshit sometimes that we got to shake off and forgive one another over. All right, but that's what happens when you don't know who you are for such a long time. All right, you take a bunch of dogs and stick them in a cage. What are they going to do? Eventually, they'll start attacking each other. They're not going to attack the fucker who put them in the cage because they can't see him. They don't even perceive him. All they see is another dog in their face looking at them. What the fuck you looking at, dog? What you want, dog? You want some of me? I'm going to bite you, bitch. That's how they start to get down. And that's what's happening to our people. And that idiot, Jesse Lee Peterson, can't deny that. And the bigger idiot, and the man who should have been teaching him and wasn't, all right, Tazariak, was looking even more stupid for his lack thereof. And he's supposed to know these scriptures to a degree already. Right here, hey, this is another one. This is Sirach 20. This is Sirach 12:16. It says, an enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit. He will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. And that's what we're dealing with. This man, Esau Edom, has tricked our people. He's made you think that he's not your enemy. He makes you thought that he cares about you, but he doesn't. He's told you, oh no, we're not oppressing you. You're free. You have a license to go drive. You have a permit to have a weapon. You're allowed to go to the grocery store. But meanwhile, he is waiting in the back. Slack it, y'all. He's waiting in the back to overthrow you and to destroy you. All right, this is Sirach chapter 12. So what other scripture do we need to go to? Sirach 12:10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. So you need to figure out who your enemy is as an Israelite, because you have many. You have one great one, and you have many. And that is what it is. All right, Slack it, y'all. All right. This ain't no joke. And that dude, Robert Lee Peterson, that was pride coming off of him. So he's going to find out the hard way, just like all of our people will find out the hard way. Alright, so with that, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Kakurash, the honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to all the elect Akim. Walk with him, learning, teaching, truth, and sincerity, and I'm going to say Shalom.